My name is Megan. For those of you who are new, please subscribe and thank you for watching. If you have been here a little bit, thank you again for watching. And thank you for waiting for me. I haven't posted in a couple of weeks and I apologize. The last video that I posted, I did mention I was going to share my August favorites. We're now almost in October. It is the end of September while I'm filming this. It's been a busy month, just crazy, and it flew by. So I want to again apologize for not posting a video. I still do plan to share some favorites of mine. I did mention I wanted to share some fitness and food favorites. I still plan to do that. I'll probably just do like a dedicated video to fitness and my favorite things that I enjoy and that have helped me in my fitness journey and just to get me motivated to go to the gym and drink water and things like that. So I will definitely come back with a video about that. Now this is definitely not fitness. This is a nice treat that I like to make all the time. And welcome to my kitchen. This is my little kitchen. I take pride and joy baking here. I make lots of cookies in this kitchen, so I wanted to share this recipe because I truly make this all the time. We love just having something sweet around the house. You know, you'll find me on a random weekday just busting out these cookies because they're super easy to make. They're quick. I usually always make sure to have the ingredients to make cookies in the house at all times in case I just decide to bake them because they are easy, and for me baking is just relaxing. I really enjoy it, so I wanted to share this recipe with you guys because I've had a few requests already and I've taken these cookies to a few gatherings and I always get really good feedback, so I feel like, hey, why not share how I make them. Really, I don't measure things out. I very much eyeball things here in this kitchen. I kind of just taste it, see how I like it, add more, blah, blah, blah. But for the sake of the video, I will add measurements down below. But for now, I'll show you guys what I use to make the cookies and how, you know, easy it is. You really don't need a lot of ingredients. So really the base of the cookies, you can add whatever toppings. I'll show you guys what I've been adding recently. The toppings also vary, but these are the base of the cookies. So I usually use just regular flour, but if you want to go for a healthy alternative, I also do use whole wheat flour. It's unbleached whole wheat flour. I feel better eating these cookies because they're whole wheat, and I typically use less butter when I make my whole wheat healthy version. I wanted to mention this as an alternative. But for this video, I'll just use good old regular all-purpose flour. That way you guys can just get the gist of it. So the base of the cookies are about 2 cups of flour. Just regular stick butter. Again, just depending on how much you're gonna make. If I don't want to make too much, I just use 1 stick, but the recipe for about 2 to 3 dozen call for 2 sticks. So I'll go ahead and use 2 sticks of butter. I use a teaspoon of baking soda. Now be careful, I've added too much baking soda and they taste disgusting. So again, because of me just eyeballing things, sometimes I don't get it right, but just a little bit of baking soda. About 1 or 2 eggs, again depending how much you want to make, and vanilla extract. This is the good kind for Mexico. Shout out to my dad for bringing this back for me. And also sugar. So again, most recipes call for a lot of sugar. I use about, when I'm making a little bit, like half a cup, and then if I want to make a bigger batch, just 1 cup of sugar. And some recipes call for brown sugar. I don't have that today, but if you have brown sugar, about 1/4 of a cup, half a cup, depending how sweet you want them, of brown sugar as well. And that's really the base for my cookies. Now these are things that I've been adding to my cookies recently that I've really been enjoying, and other people have told me that they really like this combination. So what I'll do is I'll also add cinnamon. And my secret is nutmeg. About a couple little dashes of this give the cookies such like a nice spice and a nice, very like wintry flavor. now that it's fall, it's getting cold outside, I enjoy baking even more, and these flavors kind of remind me of this time. I've also been adding to my cookies recently unsalted coconut flakes. I love coconut flakes, and these just give it a nice chew, different texture in there. And then I've also been adding pecans. I usually add walnuts, but pecans just have a nice, almost caramel flavor to the cookies, so that's been really nice. And I've been using dark chocolate instead of just regular milk chocolate. If you guys don't like any of these things, you can honestly add just regular milk chocolates. I've added raisins, I've added cranberries, and then the showstopper too is oats. I love adding oats to my cookies. It makes them more dense, more filling. Sometimes I'll pack these for my husband for like breakfast and stuff, so you can just have something quick on the go with his coffee. And they're just nice and filling with the oats. But again, the toppings really are up to you. If you want to just do plain old chocolate chip cookies, the base for this is super easy. Flour, eggs, butter, sugar. And that's really it. And then maybe vanilla extract if you have it. If you don't, not a big deal. And yeah. Oh, and baking soda. Don't forget the baking soda, and don't add too much baking soda. Let's get on now with the how to make them. So the butter, it's really important that the butter is soft. When it's last minute, I just all of a sudden want to make them. What I'll do is I'll pop about 2 sticks on a plate for 10 seconds just until they get soft. Now you don't want to melt the butter completely because you still want the creaminess of the butter sticks to blend with the sugar. So you just go in and add. I have my KitchenAid. It was a gift from my family, and I love it so much. I use it to bake all the time. And I just have the regular like whisk attached. You can definitely do this by hand if you want. If you don't have a mixer, that's okay. If you have a handheld mixer, it's just going to be easier for you to cream together the butter and the sugar. So I just popped in 2 sticks in there, and then I'll do a cup of sugar for this recipe since I'm making quite a bit of them. I will do the full, maybe like 3/4, not the full cup. Then I eyeball things depending on how sweet you want them. You can do the full cup, but I did maybe just 3/4 of the way now that I'm looking at it. And so what you'll do is you'll go ahead and cream together the sugar and the butter together. And I put it in like a medium. Okay, once you've gotten a nice consistency where you see that the butter and the sugar has really creamed up together, then that's when you add your other wet ingredients. So add about 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I do love the vanilla flavor, so just depending on how vanilla you want them. So I'll measure that out and then put that in. I'm going to go ahead and add the 2 eggs. Careful, don't get any shells in your mix. I've seen people like crack them in bowls first, so that way they're sure that they don't get any in there. But I'm a pro. Just kidding. The vanilla and the eggs next. Okay. I go in and I just kind of scrape down the sides because sometimes the butter gets stuck on the sides here. Let it mix up some more. At this point, it's not going to look very appetizing because the butter kind of breaks up a bit, but don't let that put you off. We're going to add the rest of the stuff, like the flour makes it all come together. So I'm going to take it off of the mixer. Okay, so from here, you want to go ahead and just do things by hand. So it's really just to cream together the wet ingredients, and the rest is by hand. So I go ahead and I add about 2 cups of flour. 1, 2, 2 just to start. See how you like the consistency. The dough shouldn't be too wet. It shouldn't get stuck on your fingers too much. You know, you should be able to mold it easily. So you can add more flour if you feel like it's too wet. It's good to start with a little bit of flour and then add more as you go. So this does take some arm work because you want to make sure you mix everything really well. Once you add the oats and stuff too, the dough can get less sticky. So I'm going to do another half a cup just because I don't know if you guys can see, it's still really sticky. It's not the consistency that I want. Add another half cup. And while we're here, I'm also going to add the baking soda. And for this, like I said, you don't need a lot. So I have here the 1/4 teaspoon, which is the smallest measurement. And even then, I don't fill that all the way up. It's kind of just so that I don't add too much. Get the sides. This is your workout, so you don't feel too bad when you eat these cookies because you know you worked out. Okay, so that's a whole lot better. At this point, I'm going to also add the cinnamon, so just a few hits of that. And the nutmeg, my secret, I guess it's not a secret anymore, but something that I love to use to give my cookies a nice taste. Don't put too much nutmeg, it is a very powerful seasoning or spice. Now I'm going to add the oats. I usually eyeball that as well, but I would say about 2 cups. One, two. Mix the oats. Okay. Now I'm going to add the unsweetened coconut flakes. I love coconut so much. And I do maybe 3/4 of a cup, almost a full cup, just because I love coconut flakes. And I'll go ahead and add about a cup, maybe 3/4 of a cup of these pecan halves. I did go and I mashed these so that they're like all broken up. Go ahead and just use the rest of this. So it's about a half cup. That's fine. If you're getting big pieces, just break them up with your fingers. But it's okay if you get a big piece. It's kind of nice to bite into a whole pecan. And also adding the dark chocolate morsels. I do about a cup of those. So that is all the ingredients in there, as you can see. Mix it all up. Okay, so I've mixed the batter and I went ahead and rolled out a few cookie balls, and they're about this size and they're like medium to large cookies. So you just want to take your batter and roll them out. I like to make sure that each bite has some chocolate chips, some walnut, there's coconut, you know, all throughout, just so that it's a nice, good cookie no matter which one you pick up. And it's important to make them all about the same size too, so that they bake evenly and that they look nice and even and pretty for pictures. This made about almost 20 cookies, so it makes quite a bit of cookies. I preheated the oven to 350. You pop them in for about 11 to 12 minutes. Just keep an eye on them. I have like a sixth sense with cookies. I kind of know when they're done baking before the timer even tells me. I'm kind of like, okay, it needs to come out already. If they look raw in the center, they need a little more time, but if they look pretty brown and cooked, take them out already, even if you think that they need more time, because they actually keep cooking on the sheet even after you take them out of the oven. So if you want a nice soft chewy cookie, take them off right before you think they're ready and let them just keep on the tray, leave them for about another 10 minutes, and then you can bite into them. So I'm going to pop these in the oven. I did want to mention, before I forget, if you do whole wheat, just keep in mind that they stay dense. They don't flatten out as much. They kind of look like little cookie balls, if you will. Someone told me that last time I made them. I'll insert the picture that I have of when they're whole wheat. You can just tell they're like fluffy little cookie balls almost. So just keep that in mind. It is a little more dense when you make them with whole wheat flour versus just regular all-purpose white flour. So I'm going to pop these in the oven and I'll come back and show you what they look like. Okay, so the cookies have come out of the oven. They've been sitting out for about 10 minutes so that they're still warm, but they've cooked all the way through. They have nice, bottoms to them. They're nice and brown bottoms. That's kind of when you can tell as well. So I just plate them up and they're ready to eat. So apparently my cookies like to come out, as like little, like I said, cookie balls. Like they're just more little spongy little cookies. They're not your typical flat cookies. And I honestly think, I thought maybe it was the whole wheat flour, but I think it's the oats. It kind of makes it, a little more dense, a little more filling of a cookie, so they stay nice and spongy. But these are the finished cookies. Yay! They are so yummy. So as you can see, each bite will have chocolate chips and pecans and coconut, and let's try one. Really good. I probably have chocolate in my tooth. And there was still some leftover batter here, so I'm gonna make a few more, and I'm gonna have cookies for a good while, so yay. I'll probably take them over to my family tonight so that they can enjoy them. I did want to mention, I greased my pans with butter, but you can use the spray, or even if you just have like olive oil, that's fine. But they're super delicious. That dark chocolate, so good. It makes it like less sweet. If you don't really like too sweet, the dark chocolate is good. The coconut, it's just really good. I hope you guys found this, video easy to follow. Just know you can add whatever you want. It's really up to you. It's whatever you have in your cupboard. Yeah, super easy. If you guys try these out, please let me know. I do leave my Instagram handle in the description box below, and every video, so you guys could DM me and let me know if you guys tried them. I'd love to see pictures. And yeah, enjoy them, guys. It's definitely getting a little chillier over here. Baking is just, my favorite thing to do. It's relaxing, but especially in these times of the years where it's chilly and you want to have a cookie with hot chocolate or something. So I wanted to share that with you guys so you guys could enjoy them at home as well. And yeah, let me know if you guys do try these out. I will be uploading soon another video, most likely just kind of my current favorites, fitness related things. But let me know if you guys want to see anything else, any other recipes. I definitely want to have you guys in my kitchen more so I can share things that I love to bake and cook and meal prep and things. So look out for more videos in my kitchen. Thanks again, you guys, so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Again, let me know if you guys try these cookies, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.